You know what these markets need? Well, they need a little bit of meme magic. The power of the meme is stronger than many people realize, and it's real magic, ending with a K. So are you ready to pump it up with funny sayings and pictures and videos? Well, you don't really have a choice, because it's time for Chico Crypto. Chainlink, please go to moon. Stop going down right now.
What would you define Chainlink as?
Mr. White say we going down all day, but Mr. Nazarov say the bottom is in, Nazarov is bullish. Bottom is in, Big White is bearish. Nazarov is bullish. Let us go to moon. Yeah, if you can't tell from that meme magic, this video is all about Chainlink. Because we here at Chico Crypto, we stank.
Stinks in here.
Chainlink, I'm sure many of you know exactly what it does, but for those who don't, let me give you a quick rundown. Smart contracts and blockchains need to talk to the outside world. They do this through what's called an oracle. Normally these oracles are centralized, but Chainlink has made a decentralized oracle network where smart contracts access data from a network of nodes. The network in its current iteration is decentralized, it's robust, but there is still a much needed upgrade to realize unstoppable security, and that is Chainlink staking. In order to help safeguard Chainlink's growing network of decentralized oracle nodes, a new security design was introduced in the Chainlink 2.0 roadmap, and includes a staking mechanism that intends to make it prohibitively expensive to manipulate a Chainlink node into providing false data. The updated Chainlink staking concept is referred to as super linear staking and is designed in such a way that compromising Chainlink's network security would require an immense amount of resources. In theory, quadratically more resources than the combined security deposit of all the nodes on the network. So when is Chainlink staking going live? Well, back in January of this year, Decrypt journalist Adriana Hamacher had an interview with the Flan Man himself, Sergey Nazarov. And regarding staking Link, the article states, Chainlink will launch staking this year, allowing Link holders to secure the network by locking up some of their Link into the protocol and earning rewards. Chainlink has been working on a staking solution for years, and its April 2021 white paper laid out how it would work. Nazarov says the team is now finally satisfied with the security and scalability of the consensus system they've designed, and is now ready to launch staking this year. But he declines to specify when in the year it might launch. So when could Chainlink staking be released this year? Well, there are many theories about when, and we are going to look through each of them, the most popular ones, from the least likely to the most likely. Now, if you didn't know, the World Economic Forum's annual meeting began just a couple days ago on the 22nd, and Chainlink is very connected to the WEF. In November of 2021, the WEF Twitter tweeted, "Here's how companies can make sure they are blockchain ready," adding Chainlink and with a picture of Chainlink CCIP, cross-chain interoperability protocol. And then regarding interoperability, the WEF in December of 2020 put out this white paper, Bridging the Governance Gap, Interoperability for Blockchain and Legacy Systems. And guess who this WEF white paper was lead authored by? Sergey Nazarov, founder of Chainlink, and Puneet Shukla, project leader of blockchain at WEF. So Chainlink is collaborating with the WEF on a paper that lays out a new standard for integrating traditional infrastructure with blockchain technology. And the WEF even has a section on Chainlink on their website. Obviously, the two are connected, so many people are theorizing that at Davos, which only has a few days left, Chainlink staking could be announced by Sergey himself or even in collaboration with Klaus Schwab, the executive chairman of the WEF. That would be amazing, but the likelihood of this is very slim. I'm putting it at about a 5% chance, so don't get your hopes up. So if not in a few days, then when? Well, how about next month? June 9th through the 12th is one of the biggest blockchain events of the year. Consensus 2022 is going down in Austin, Texas, which has over 15,000 people attending and over 400 speakers. And of course, one of those 400 plus speakers is Chainlink's founder, Sergey Nazarov. And Sergey has a prime time slot. His talk is titled The Web3 World According to Chainlink, and it takes place at noon, but he's only on the stage for 10 minutes. Now, shortly after Sergey's talk, on the same day, there is another Chainlink presentation going down at 3:15 p.m. titled Just Chainlink, and it lasts for a whopping hour and a half. And as you can see from other presentations, this is one of the longest presentations of the event by a long shot. Other talks are at max half an hour to an hour, but Chainlink gets an hour and a half? Is this because they are announcing and then presenting something big, like staking? Well, yeah, it seems like something big just might be announced. Going into Chainlink's official Telegram, Josh Simonhoff, community leader at Chainlink, said this: "Historically, we have made a big announcement at conferences." And then below he gives the example of Consensus 2019, when they announced going live on the Ethereum mainnet. Obviously, something big is being announced at Consensus on Friday, June 10th. Could it be staking? Well, I put it at very likely. That is why I give it a 50% chance that staking will be announced. Although there is also Chainlink CCIP being announced this year. It very well could be CCIP that's announced then. And I think that is the case, while Chainlink staking will be announced down the road at another event, Chainlink's own SmartCon. And I'm going to give the reasons I think this is the case in a second. But before we get into that, it's time for a sponsored segment of this video, brought to you by Energi. Like always, the details of our agreement can be found in the description. Now, we've watched Energi grow from humble and noble beginnings, launching by way of an actual community-focused fair launched in the midst of the ICO cash grab boom of 2017. Today, the majority of those ICO projects are long gone, but Energi, on the other hand, has grown to over 100 employees worldwide, firmly establishing itself as one of crypto's fastest and most efficient self-sustained blockchain networks. But most importantly, Energi lays claim to being the safest blockchain in crypto. The Energi team has innovated an array of crypto products to eliminate criminal behavior through their security protocol, and they develop multi-layer scalability solutions alongside its own bridge network, liquidity pools, and even a DEX. In their latest development, Energi has recently secured an investment of $50 million from GEM Digital Limited, a $3.4 billion digital investment firm. With this new investment from GEM, Energi has never been in a better position for growth, now focused on expanding its NFT-related products and strategic partnerships. Alongside this GEM announcement, the Energi team has also just publicly announced a new buyback program for Energi tokens. Energi will be buying back $1 million worth of Energi tokens within the next 6 months, a signal of strength and confidence in Energi's own future. And check this out, in regards to Energi and NFTs, their founder Tommy was quoted in a recent Yahoo Finance article stating, "We are super excited to bring GEM into Energi. They are a powerful partner and will provide us enormous support for our upcoming NFT ecosystem." Wait, did he say NFT ecosystem? Yeah, that's right. Energi is expanding on its vision and launching their own NFT marketplace called GMI, which of course stands for Gonna Make It. The GMI NFT marketplace will be the most secure NFT marketplace in crypto, complemented by a highly rewarding referral program and 24/7 support, making GMI an immediate, legit contender to both OpenSea and LooksRare. Yep, Energi is bursting onto the NFT scene. When GMI launches, they'll be having a massive token airdrop for NFT collectors, then boosting it up, introducing highly lucrative GMI farming rewards in the hundreds, yes, hundreds of percents of APY. Furthermore, as a testament to Energi's commitment to GMI, they'll also be taking 25% of all revenues generated from the marketplace towards even more Energi token buybacks. And then there's this. They've also built Energi Studios, a different NFT experience for creators and community members seeking to increase NFT adoption worldwide. And Energi Studios is preparing to launch its first NFT collection, Royal Dragons. Royal Dragons is an exclusive 1K NFT collection featuring 8 bloodlines and over 150 unique attributes, making the inception of an extensive storyline and lore launching through multiple NFT collections. People have slept on Energi for far too long, but that's about to change. You heard it here first. You can now be a part of this NFT ecosystem shakeup once GMI launches. You're also early enough to try and score yourself a spot on the whitelist for Energi Studios' first NFT drop, Royal Dragons. All you gotta do is take action and get plugged in. Make sure to follow Energi on Twitter and absolutely join their Discord, where you'll find all the latest news and updates and answers to any of your questions. Links can be found in the description. Now back to when I think staking is coming for that stinky link. So, Chainlink is announcing something big at Consensus, but I think it's their CCIP, Cross-Chain Interoperability Protocol. Why do I think this? Well, Sergey actually had a talk just a few days ago, May 19th, and he said this regarding staking.
That is one of the main things that we're working on. That is what is starting to happen more and more as we move closer and closer to getting staking out and getting it to facilitate that proper economic interaction between the value the protocol provides to developers and the fees they pay into the various networks that provide that value to them, and the extension of that to stakers.
As we move closer and closer to getting staking out. Now, if staking would be ready by Davos or Consensus, he wouldn't have said that in my opinion. Thus, I think staking will be ready and announced at Chainlink SmartCon, which takes place September 28th and the 29th. Now, there is a reason I think this is the case. Chainlink SmartCon was originally supposed to happen on September 9th through the 8th, but it was delayed to the end of September without explanation. In my opinion, SmartCon was the event of releasing staking all along, but they needed some more time to perfect it and get it production ready. That is the only reason they would delay an event like that, which already had a date set. So CCIP is coming next month, June 10th. Staking is coming at the end of September. It's gonna be a wild year for that stinky link. So let's do some meme magic one more time. Chainlink, please go to moon. Stop going down right now.
What would you define Chainlink as?
Mr. White say we going down all day, but Mr. Nazareth say the bottom is in. Bottom is in, Nazareth is bullish. Bottom is in, Big White is buried. Nazareth is bullish. Let us go to moon. Cheers, viewers. I'll see you next time.